8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We know that niggas really is. It's the situation, I've been waiting for some better pay. Most from all the pain and keep the faith and still in never.
Oh, we ain't gonna give it to him yet. We ain't gonna give it to him yet. Hungry HD in the building.
Yo, what's good? What's good? How you feeling?
What's up, Loyals? What's up, Hungry? We are back. Another Hip Hop Friday.
Y'all know what it is.
We have Hungry HD in the building. Well, not in the building, but you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you know.
Tell them something about yourself, Hungry, before we get into your album.
Oh man, I don't really even know where to start, but call me Hungry HD. I'm from Harlem. Born and raised in Harlem. Been doing this for quite some time, man. Hip hop is my first love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super excited to be here.
Yes.
So I understand the Hungry. Where the HD come from?
So really, it's kind of just really redundant, really, because the H stands for hungry again. But what happened was, when I was in school coming up, like first rhyming or whatever, you know, I go do different name changes. I know a lot of artists have done this. So Hungry the Don is what it was. Originally it was Hungry, and I put the Don on there. So the HD was always that. Like even before, this is way before high definition TVs were out. So like the people were calling me HD forever. And so once I got a little older and I really started like pursuing this full time hard, I was like, well, I really just want to be hungry. You know what I'm saying? And cut the Don off.
Right.
What I realized was in the age of the internet and, you know, going to Google and search, if I tell people to go search hungry, you know what I'm saying? That's such a common, that's just, you know, just related to food, eating. So many things that are going to pop up, you know, before I do. So it's like I had to find a way to kind of differentiate myself and, you know, I guess, you know, search optimization, you know what I'm saying? So I put the HD on the end of it and it just kind of stuck.
Okay. But it suits you. So
I love it.
Tell us where you from, what you do. Is this your all
Harlem
every day?
Representing.
Yeah, I'm from Harlem, like you said. And I should have done this before, but I'm gonna put these things in my earpieces so they don't fall out my ear. But I'm from Harlem originally. I spent some time in the South, but that was more so, you know, later on in my adult life. Rap, I don't rap full time. I used to at one point, but you know, as you get older, things happen. Your life, you know what I'm saying, family and all that stuff. So, and you got to pay the bills. And anybody that's you know, working artist knows you put a lot of money out into this thing, and you don't really get any back. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the you know, the down the road payoff. So, and I've always been a person too. I had a lot of different interests and different endeavors I wanted to jump into. So I kind of fell back from the music a little bit so I could focus on my clothing line some, which is, you know, what I have on right now, pieces from my line. I also have a baking and pastry background. So also I started up a sweet potato cheesecake business. And so I've been, you know, doing that over the past, it's been like 1 year now that I've been doing it for the general public.
Where's
That's just all, it's all out the crib right now. You know what I'm saying? I do like shipping, you know what I'm saying? Shipping, delivery, pickup, stuff like that. The plan is to get, you know, a shop though. You know what I'm saying? A storefront. Yeah, that's the plan. And so, yeah, so I kind of, you know, I do a little bit of all the above.
Now, are you still in Harlem?
Yeah, I'm still in Harlem.
Okay. Because I see you making those pies, and I'm like, see, he got my mouth watered right now. Look at
So the thing is, like, I'm going to get you one way or another. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't the music, if it ain't the clothes, everybody like food. You know what I'm saying? So one way or the other, I'm going to get you.
Next time I'm in NYC, I was just down there. Next time I'm going to hit you up for one. I'm like,
yeah, please do. I'm especially right now.
Get a little something.
Holiday season, you know, we this is like the busiest time for me. This is why I originally started it for the holidays, and then now I just kind of do it seasonally throughout the year. But yeah, right now is we rocking.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's hit him with one of his bangers.
I was about to say,
Me
it's
too.
Hip Hop Friday. Let's go. We gotta put something on.
And then we'll talk about
Let us know. We're gonna get into the album, but
Okay.
first track out that. What's up with it? As features, bars, killing. I'm getting ready. What behind? What went into your selection? I know Scrooge is your boy.
So you know what? Like, actually, it's funny because I just made a post the other day. Like, that rap has become so emo and soft to me that like all I kind of want to hear, not all, but for the majority, I just want to hear hard shit. Like, so even when I find myself making this project, I was drawn to like grimy, heavy beats. Like, and I don't even consider myself, I'm not a gangster rapper. I'm not, I don't do the super tough shit. Like, I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's different facets of me, and you're gonna get all different sides. But like I said, it's been such saturation of soft stuff that I just want to hear, like, nobody's giving me what I want, I feel, so I got to make it myself. And so it's like, that's what went into it. And obviously, Scrooge is my guy, you know what I'm saying? And I just, was back and forth with him, different projects. And then it's like, y'all got to get you on something. His voice is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I knew he would fit this beat. And I'm pretty sure everybody, if you follow hip hop and you follow the essence of it, you probably know who Loaded Lux is. And me and Lux built a relationship years back when I used to have like a clothing store with, my family, and he came in there to shoot an episode one time, and we just kind of built from there. He didn't know I rap, over time we built, and he found out I rhyme, and I was like, yo, I think Lux a killer, so I called him. He got on it, and you know what I'm saying, the vision was complete. And Rax, I can't forget Rax. Rax is family. So again, I feel like all dudes that I knew would give bars up, and I know dudes who energy would match the song and bring it through the way I wanted to.
It did.
Yeah,
so we're gonna go into that. You want to introduce it?
Yo, this is Doubt That featuring Loaded Lux, Scrooge Owens, Hattie Rax, and of course your boy HD. Yeah.
Yeah, niggas be hollering, but I don't shout back. Cause you know the weakest link is usually that loud cat. Honey in my cup, my niggas blowing on that loud pack. Thinking you gon' stop me from mine, nigga, I doubt that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing my mind. What's with all the frontin', but we know that you was really about that. Here's the situation, I've been waiting for some better pay. Rose from all the pain and keep the faith and still it never changed. They tell me just keep praying, it's 365 different days. Saying I done prayed about 365 different ways. Chose to keep it out the streets, my pops was in and out of sales. Watched them in that one a better option from what I could tell. You tryna make it out the year, you better make it out the year. That nigga pushing 55, he's still in and out of jail. Still it's like it's in my veins, sometimes I hear it call my name. Mama ain't gon' like that, but respect I keep it all away. Maxed out on them student loans, was get the cash or hit the pave. Wasn't shit back home, so all I know is it was getting paid. Wasn't heavy in the game, but built me up a little stash. Little this, a little that, but bet I came up with that cash. Insist on moving like a bitch, bet I be on in that ass. Homie, all to take this once, and bet that time would be your last. Yeah, niggas be hollering, but I don't shout back. Cause you know the weakest link is usually that loud cat. Honey in my cup, my niggas blowing on that loud pack. Thinking you gon' stop me from mine, nigga, I doubt that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing my mind. What's with all the frontin', but we know that you was really about that. You think you ready for H, man? I doubt that. You think you ready for no sleep? I doubt that. You tryna stop out glow? I doubt that. You tryna stop out dough? I doubt that. Yo, you thought I fell off so heavily? I doubt that. The game shorted me, I'm trying to get that ounce back. I got my mojo, yeah, my bounce back. Keep talking that gangster shit, but you ain't about that. I had to take it there. It ain't no hating here. Nigga, I took off a whole year so I could make it fair. Now let me make it clear, you're stuck with me. Rap's my bitch, I'm stingy with chicks. You can't fuck with me. Ha, I'm squeezing the pump. You got girly ways. I'm surprised you don't bleed once a month. I'm on my grind until my wheels made. I'd rather be in the pine box before they put me in the steel cage. Dandy rappers coming out the Big Apple is fucking up New York. They like Hurricane Sandy, and that's why I be hating rap now. I won't be surprised if these niggas be taking makeup class now. Yeah, niggas be hollering, but I don't shout back. Cause you know the weakest link is usually that loud cat. Honey in my cup, my niggas blowing on that loud pack. Thinking you gon' stop me from mine, nigga, I doubt that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing my mind. Let's put all the fucking phone, we know that you was really about. I just wanna tell my story so they respect it. Glory that's in connection with the war of my reflections. Only one who can slow me down. If you're a king, baby, grow a crown. My man. How could you out me? Mentally you're cloudy, you swear you know so much about me. None of them want about me, but what about me? Sober as a cobra on the mouse street till they doubt me. Lean on them niggas like a alky. Exercise your agenda to exercise with the engine. Left to try and remember. Death-defying contenders want the spotlight. Middle circle, aspiring to be winners. Oh Christ, you niggas gon' die for the sinner. Obvious beginners, pretenders you mark higher, they art squire. There's penalties for the all-siders who lost sight of the shark diver. Your heart shy, used to be stable. Crack on niggas like bonfires. Yeah, niggas be hollering, but I don't shout back. Cause you know the weakest link is usually that loud cat. Honey in my cup, my niggas blowing on that loud pack. Thinking you gon' stop me from mine, nigga, I doubt that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing that. Wait, they think I'm losing my mind. Let's put all the fucking phone, we know that you was really about that.
Yes.
They hungry.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love
Rouge
it.
looked like he was acting a fool at the shoot, bro. Was he out of control?
That's a fact. The energy was turned up. You know, see, well, as you could probably tell already, I'm a super laid back person. So it's like I needed that energy, you know. There, and that's not the reason why I put him on a song. Cause like I already know my tone, I know my delivery, so I know I needed some energy to complement what I was doing on there too.
Yeah, Scrooge got that. So, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh man. So, I mean, that's really easy for me, but I loved hip hop for a long time. When I fell in love, though, was the first time I heard Big Daddy Kane, and it was like it just was something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I you know, you heard a lot of people before, people was rapping, but he just took the game to like a whole nother level. Like his swag on the track, his voice, you know what I'm saying? The way he wrote the beat, it was like, oh nah, like this is different, you know what I'm saying? And it just spoke to me differently. And obviously that's not even my era, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of his stuff I listened to later on, but at the same time, it definitely grabbed me differently, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, it's been like, so I guess you would say like 88, you say like, you know, around that time, you know what I'm saying? That was it for me. It was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. And I tried my hand at it, and believe it or not, I think like the very first rhyme I ever wrote, like it was pretty decent. So I felt like it gave me, you know, motivation to keep trying it.
Okay. I know Big Daddy Kane with his Dolomite, the first one he came out with. I was like, oh yeah, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Between him and NWA, yeah, I was hooked. Daddy Kane is one of them. And then Dougie Fresh, and then when they all got on it, oh man, and then Crush Groove and
it was crazy. Like, and it was, you know, it went from there because it was that, and of course, you know, Rakim's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like those two were like the two for me from that era. And then I got introduced to LL, who was like this young, you know what I'm saying, dude, hungry, a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? And he also, I think I kind of, even though I like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim more, I think I related to LL, gravitated to LL more just because he was the kind of artist I wanted to be, like the versatility. And not to say because Kane obviously made joints for the ladies too, he did a lot of stuff, but LL just kind of did it, I think, to another level. So I kind of gravitated towards that because I know I didn't want to make any one kind of music. I just wanted to stay true to myself. I want to make some hard shit sometimes. I want to make some smooth shit. Sometimes I want to, be introspective. And so, LL was definitely that guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, your
Yeah.
album do got all of it.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's big for me. Man. That's a big thing. Like I never want to get,
Sure.
caught up into any one lane.
Now, you said that you did this in the beginning full time.
hmm
What age? What age did you start doing this?
So really late. You know what I'm saying? Like hindsight is 2020, as they say. If I would have did things over, I would have did it, a lot differently. But I started full time when I was like 26, I want to say, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was big for me at that time to go to college. And nobody from my immediate family had ever graduated college. And I think that was just the message too at that time that was being promoted and projected to us, like in our community. It was like, you want to be something, you got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to college, get a degree. When you graduate, you'll get a good job, so on and so forth. We've all come to find out that's a little bullshit, but at the end of the day, that's what it was. And I didn't know any better. So it was like, all right, I'm gonna go to school just really to satisfy, what I'm saying? I went to have my grandmother because she, meant so much to me, see me graduate, you know what I'm saying, before she left the earth. And also it was like, you know what, I can have something in my back pocket. Because like I said, I was drawn to baking and pastry. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get a degree in like hotel restaurant management, or I'm gonna go do culinary or something, which is what I did. And I'm gonna just have that in the back pocket. And then when I graduate, I'm gonna go, full time. But what happened when I graduated was I actually got sick, and that took like 3 or 4 years, from me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was literally like on bed rest for like a good year and some change, and it took like another couple years just to get my mind right and my body right to a place where I can, move forward.
Well, I'm happy you're better. I'm sorry to hear that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, me too.
So
Because that was hell.
I can understand.
Yeah.
With that time being sick, were you still writing? Were you like, did you
Not
get
at
an
all.
epiphany? Like nothing hit you like this ain't it?
Nah, I had no motivation to write like at all. And I
Probably.
think I was in, yeah, I was so overwhelmed with what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you could imagine, like I'm fresh out of college. You know what I'm saying? Young whippersnapper, as they say. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to hit the ground running. And it's like that just came to an abrupt stop. I literally can't. I think I might have been home for say like 4 months, 4 or 5 months, and then it was over from there. Like it started going downhill. Just out of nowhere, and I didn't have like any pre-existing conditions, anything like that. So it was super abrupt, and yeah. And then that time, it was just like, nah, I didn't think about writing. I mean, I thought about writing, I should say, but it was like no motivation, no serious, motivation for me to write. And I was like, when I get over this and through this, whenever that is, I guess I try it in, and that's kind of what wound up happening.
Okay. And you're okay
Yeah,
now, health wise and everything?
yeah. For the most part, I'm good. I mean, I got like lingering things. I mean, what it I would love to give you like a pinpoint, diagnosis, but I really never even got one. It was like arthritis related, so to speak, what I mean, supposedly. But I was misdiagnosed so many times, I kind of really don't even trust, what they said. But so now I have like lingering things, like I don't have the same range of motion as I used to have, like, which I need to be better about that, stretching and stuff like that. But and sometimes I get like my body a little stiff, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but other than that, it's a far cry from where I was. 'Cause I was literally at a point where I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. I had like muscle atrophy. It was crazy. So yeah,
Well, I'm happy everything is better. And I do
appreciate
understand about the diagnosis and the wrong information
it.
and things of that nature. Sometimes we have to take it in our hands and go back to
That's a
what
fact.
Mother Earth has
That's a
and
fact.
weed out everything. So, but our trials and our testimonies make us who we are today.
hmm
Now you're hungry.
That's a
You
fact.
that? Now you
That's a fact.
hungry.
That's
You
a fact.
know, and it's sometimes life takes us on a different path than what we
hmm
saw ourselves. And yes, everybody's like, okay, you know, your mother's the only one out of the family that graduated from college, so you're next. And
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
hear you. But technically, you really don't need a college education to get to where you need to get to, as long as you got your street smarts and you listen and you want more, you're gonna go for it.
That's a fact.
So yeah. So Ron, I see you waiting patiently. Go ahead, Ron. What's your question?
I already see what I put up there. It's time. We about 30 minutes in. We didn't even talk about the album yet. And it's perfect timing because we talking about everything you went through, what your battle, and where you at. And now in 2020, you drop a new album. What's up with it,
man?
How did that come together?
You know, my
congratulations,
project,
by the way, because it's hard to put together a project. It's challenging. It's so much.
Absolutely is.
I don't understand.
Fact. And you know what I'm saying? My first project was called No Thanks to You. So y'all could go check that out. It's on all platforms too. Actually, let me specify. The EP version is on all platforms. If you want the mixtape version, that's on DatPiff, or you can actually go to @TheHungryHD on Instagram, and the link is in my bio. But I put that project out, and that project had a mixture like original and then stuff I was doing over instrumentals, more traditional mixtape stuff. And I was happy with that project, you know what I'm saying? It was well received, but at the same time, I do feel like I was conforming a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was my first official project I was putting out, and just trying to find your way, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you want to get on, you want to, you want to make things that you think people would like. And then we're making this project, Modesty Zen, I was a little more angry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a little more, I feel like I was finding my voice more. And it was like, you know what, I'm not making anything, you know what I'm saying, that I don't truly 100% want to make. I'm not conforming. I'm not really going for like a party song. I'm not, whatever comes to me and with whatever the beat, tells me to do, that's what I'm going to do. And so, like I said, that's how I got into a mode of looking for like harder beats and then grimier beats. And then it's a song on here called Nobody's Smiling, which is the first song I put out of this project before it was even done. And that was like, that went crazy, you know what I'm saying? And that would kind of shape the whole framework for this project. I was like, you know what, I gotta match this sound and this energy for this whole project. And then as I started going through it, like I said, I feel like I started truly finding my voice. Yeah, and I always like, curating a project as best as I can, like I said, with either with features or, telling stories and mixing things up, but trying to take people through different emotions. Writing for me, super therapeutic, because I'm not really a big talker. I don't really confide in a lot of people. A lot of things are like internalized. So that's like my way, that's my outlet. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, a tough road, you know what I'm saying? Like you go through different ups and downs. You get moments where it's like you're frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Because things not coming together the way you wanted to. Or like I said, things pile up financially. It's like trying to keep paying for the studio time or for this beat or for that. And so, you hit a wall sometime, but definitely was super motivated to get this project done and put it out.
Speaking of motivated, y'all definitely do go to his Spotify and listen to that. The original, it's a decade, difference. You can definitely tell the difference in your bars and your music and how you put everything together. I love Fortune and Fame. That joint was smooth, and that's the motivation back then. Like it was still there. Song. But let me play a little bit of Nobody's Smiling for the people.
Okay, copy.
I never been much a follower, lay my own law. Yeah, I pay my respects, and I just keep on gone. You think my niggas is moving on wrong? Put the mic down, you better suit it for these pom-poms. You wanting to give a fuck, but it's the wrong song. Or you looking for the old age, that nigga long gone. Yeah, the real is finally fed up with you acts. And to make it even worse, he probably never coming back. They told me to keep it humble, shit'll look up, you know the deal. But how you supposed to look up the...
Whatever comes to me.
Niggas, you know you kill. This nigga out here wildin', yo, say it ain't true. or let them take you out. Character H just ain't chill. Two sides to every coin, every man has his ways. Praise the Lord for my good, I be damned if it ain't. Try stealing my joy, you gon' share in this pain. Maybe you understand just what I'm trying to say. If I can get 50 to talk foul on it, send us to the dog, get extra growl on it. Get us the honest and friends, stick the wild on it. Send it to the owl and bring and go style on this. I just don't need nobody to smile on this. I just don't need nobody to smile on this. I just don't need nobody to smile on this. Nobody smile. Me?
Woo! That'll get you grilling the whole song. Humongous.
Now you dropped this last month.
Mhm.
So was it complete before the virus hit, or did you still have to finish some songs up during the virus?
Yeah, no, it was already complete. Like I actually had this project in a stash for a while. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't put it out. Like I actually originally I put it out briefly, then I pulled it because it was like I just wasn't feeling, my energy just wasn't right. And I was like, I don't want to just throw this out there, you know what I'm saying? And then nobody's really checking for it. Like I said, that was a time I was really conflicted too, because I was at a place too, I was just really frustrated, like I said, coming off my first project. And really, as you start making your rounds, and I was running into different, you know, execs at labels, I guess, you know, say you want to call them that, just A&Rs and different people that was taking interest. And then, like just like I said, getting an up close, you know, look at the politics behind it. And I was just getting real frustrated. And so it was like, I don't want to keep doing this, you know what I'm saying? I felt like aimlessly, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you don't really, there's no blueprint. So you don't really exactly know when it's going to catch or where you're exactly going. You just push forward. And I pulled it offline. I actually had more songs. I condensed it. And I was like, you know, let me put it out for real this time. And, you know, that's what I did. So I still got more songs too, like that I recorded for the project that I actually did put on the project.
Okay. Now, when you put it out this time, you felt right? You felt like it's time to put it? Like, what made you decide to now do it?
I'm just more so in a space where it's like, I kind of don't give a fuck. Like, it's like, because
Was it 2020?
I'm not really, I'm not doing it no more for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really chasing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this more now so for my own therapy, I guess, if you will. I'm doing it more so, you know what I'm saying, for my benefit. And it's like for the people that gravitate to it and the like minds, I'm with that. And that's what I want. But I'm not chasing anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing you know, fame or fan base. It's like, you know, I want things to happen organically. Of course, I'm going to promote, you know what I'm saying, do certain things. But yeah, like I said, I'm came from a place where it's like, I'm not conforming. You know what I'm saying? You're going to rock with it or you not. I'm not getting up here, you know what I'm saying, playing myself to go viral. Like, I'm none of this, you know, bozo shit. I'm just going to do what I do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
So let me ask you a question, because I feel the A&Rs are totally different than what they were back in the day when Puffy and Biggie and, you know, like I feel now they're trying to make not all, but the majority rappers talk about drugs and everything else instead of talking about real life and not being real with it.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because that's what I'm feeling with what we have now than what we had back in the day. And I'm happy some of the back in the day old school rappers are coming back. Like, let's introduce what real rap is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love hardcore. I'm hardcore.
No, I do too. I mean, I definitely feel the same way you feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot to it. It's that. It's also the fact that, you know, they don't develop artists anymore. I mean, they've been stopped doing that a long time ago. And at the same time, too, they want you to sound like everything else that's out, even the past, you know, just talking about the destruction, you know what I'm saying, of our community and keep preaching that. Is like, they also want you to literally get on this type of beat and rap like this. Like, I'm not from Atlanta, bro. I'm not about to sit up here and do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using a slang. I'm not, you know, using a flow. I might do it to play around just because as an artist, you want to try different things, but that's not what, I'm not making my whole style and patterning it after the Migos or whoever this is out here. So it was like, you know, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, too, they don't really, you got to have, this is one of the issues that I was running into as well. Outside of the fact that I'm making the kind of music I make, which is unpopular, you know what I'm saying, for a
Yeah.
long time now. But it's like they also was like, "Well, how many?" The first question was always, "How many followers do you have?" You know what I'm saying? Like that was always the thing. And I've run into some people who shown like some real interest, but it was always like, "What kind of following do you have? How many followers you got on, Instagram or Facebook?" And it's like, you know what I'm saying, that was the hang up. It was like, "Yo, get yourself popping on social media, and then we can get it done." And it was like, again, that's where the frustration started like really setting in, because it's like your interest is shown because you see what I'm doing. Like you at this show I'm performing at, and you see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's been shows where, I mean, even at Webster Hall, like all for nobody smiling, like place going crazy, like crazy, crazy. One of the best shows I ever had. You know what I'm saying? Coming into a place where a lot of people didn't know me. A lot of people there for me, but a lot of people didn't know me there. And by the end of the song, they was all singing all the words, like Rockweiler, Amadeus, all these dudes are there, like literally standing up. I still got footage from that shit, making the meme mug, standing ovation, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I connected with Rockweiler from that, and, you know what I'm saying? And, got cool with him and all that from there. But as far as, like I said, label reps, that was always the thing. Like, what's your following, what's your social media number, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, this is why too, and it's another reason I guess I would say this. Looking at people like Griselda, you know what I'm saying, and what they doing, that's definitely been a motivation for me as well, because it's like, and obviously they didn't have, it wasn't like an A&R, nobody that put them on, because they would have told them the same thing. It's just that it was organically done and built, you know what I'm saying, just through the grind and through the work, and also because they coming from a place where nobody's established. So that was another attraction too. You know, and they definitely put motivation. So you see a wave, like there's people out there, but you just gotta dig a lot harder. Like you're definitely not gonna hear it on the radio at all. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta search for what you really want to find now.
Yeah.
And
I'm with you with
Zelda
that.
definitely, I wouldn't say saved the underground, but it like opened it up. Like, yo,
Nah,
what
that's a
just
fact.
happened?
Nah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, even now, like I listen to, I mean, a lot of pretty much all the albums I listen to, and it's like when you got your playlist going, whether it's Spotify, Tidal, whatever, and you know how they like just throw different joints on based on
Yeah,
what you're listening
exactly.
to.
There you go.
Right, like you hear like a whole bunch of other artists,
Yeah.
and I either like work with them or just in that category that you didn't even know about before. And like you said, like you're saying, is real, and their effect is very real in the underground, because everybody that kind of links in with them, and they get a fan base going too. They get a buzz going. You know what I'm saying? And they able to build something off of. So
Yeah.
they movement is real powerful.
Yeah.
1000%.
So, with what's going on out here right now,
Mhm.
where is your mind frame on where you want to take this album?
I mean, to be honest, see what you was saying, like, definitely intrigues me, because I've never gotten to actually, outside of Nobody Smile, I've never gotten to actually perform this album.
Oh.
Which is one of my favorite things to do, you know what I'm saying, performing. So I would love to do that. My plan initially too was I wanted to shoot a video for every song off the project, and I was on track to do that before the pandemic hit. And then I kind of threw everything off. I think the last video I shot was Doubt That, if I'm not mistaken. I think I put a video out January, February, and March, and in March I think was Doubt That. And so yeah, that's what I kind of want to do. I think I want to finish shooting the videos off of this, and just let it work, let it make its rounds. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens. I would like to actually get back into the lab again as well and start cooking up something new. Like all I've really been doing more so lately is just trying to keep the pen a little sharp, doing freestyle stuff like that. Like if you're on my IG, you'll see like every here and there I post some freestyles up. Do some features and stuff for people like the homies or whoever holler at me.
Yeah, let me
like,
give you some of your quick shout outs since you bring up homies. We got Shot Is by BX. Must be your peoples. They in here giving you mad love. No thanks to you. It's the greatest mixtape ever made. And he said, I need a video for All I Need ASAP. Shout out Sasha Marie. She said, facts, they looking for what's trending, not anything real behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And CJ, one of our business partners, he said, bigger game.
Yeah, you already
It's
know.
flowing.
Big gang heavy. Yeah. Big gang heavy. So and it's funny because that's like a whole thing now. Like this bid is taking on like a life of its own, apparently. And so keeping that flourishing, I
Fellas,
guess,
I'm working on trying to get mine to grow.
Did.
Listen, man.
Lemon, people can go to the barbers. People could.
Yo, look, hey, however we got to get to it. There's no Shave November too, bro. So just let it rock out, man. You know what I mean? Let it see how far we get.
So I got a question. You about to take us somewhere, Sunshine?
No. The person said it's pronounced Show Tizzy BX.
Oh,
that's Cuzzo.
Oh, yeah.
Cuzzo for real. Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't know.
I said shot is. I thought it was like shots.
They was like, no, it's pronounced. I feel
Teasy in the building. My bad, Show Teasy.
No, my friend got mad with me when he's a producer that does beats. He's in Uptown New York, right? He was like, yo, you pronouncing my production name wrong. I said, my bad. You the one that wanted to use something off of Scooby-Doo. Like, it's called Zox Beats. Okay. So I said, okay.
So in No Smiling, you referenced a lot of 90s rappers, but you said a lot of your inspiration came from 80s rappers. What 80s versus 90s? Where you at?
Nah, you know what? 90s all the way. See, a lot of my inspiration came from 90s, but the start of it, it got sparked like late 80s. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I was still like super young at that time. So, it was like it's funny she said NWA. NWA is one of the first groups actually I fell in love with too, and I was like, obviously they were talking about shit that I was like way too young to even be hearing, but it was like my older cousin would be like sneaking and letting me listen to it, and so that's how I got onto them. But definitely the 90s. 90s is where I really grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many people I can name, but obviously like the Nas's and the J's. But even outside of that, so many artists that we don't even talk about no more that just had maybe like one single, but it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it was just so much music at that time that was just fire. Like recently I was actually riding with my cousin, we just playing stuff, and I was just pulling up stuff that I kind of even forgot about. Like whether it was like the Far Side or Souls of Mischief or, you know what I'm saying? Not Digital Underground. You do some Jersey. Why I keep always
you ready? I'm gonna have you get ready because my top 5 Dead or Alive question is coming.
I was gonna say,
you got 80s, 90s. You keep saying it ain't really your era. How close is the 2000s to the 90s in your book? We got Cam, 50%. What was that?
It's not really close for me. Only because
Wayne.
Nah, it's not close. See, if we see the best era for me, if we want to like break it down, really, it would probably be from like low mid 90s to like early 2000s, early borderline mid 2000s. But if we just take it 90s, 80s to like that, then I gotta go with the 90s all day, because 2000s that's where it started going left too. Like somewhere in the middle, end of 2000s, it started taking a turn. So it was
let's break down the 2000s, because I kind of disagree. I feel like
no, I agree with you.
Like towards the end of 2010, Lil Wayne created all these babies.
Lil Wayne sucks.
Hey,
I said it.
But he kind of turned it, but that was towards the end. But like in the 2005s, we got like dancing. We started snapping fingers and popping and everything. And
that's what I'm saying. That's where it started going left. Like that right there. Not to say that I don't rock with a lot of those songs,
but it was great for down south rap.
That's a fact. We NYC, boo.
I know that. I'm East Coast too. But you gotta give a shout out to the South.
I will say this though. I got a lot of love for the South. Like I lived in the South for probably like eight years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, yeah. So but when we talking about like straight substance and like we can't really put a lot of that stuff in the category. Like there's certain artists, of course, that stick out when you talk about like Outkast or
Outkast, yes.
EBK or T.I., you know what I'm saying, or
Yes.
Ross, you know what I'm saying? They got quite a few people that you could definitely talk about and put up there, but as a whole, like, nah, we can't compare them to the 90s. Like,
Come on, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
Top
you.
5 dead or alive.
Top 5 that are alive. Oh man.
I say top 10. You do 10. Who's your top 10?
Yeah, 10 is a little better.
10.
That's too much.
Oh.
5 is hard. Top 3 is hard. You gonna make a
You see, it's a love-hate business relationship, but
Nah, 10 is definitely 10 is more valid for me. I feel like. So I'm gonna get the obvious ones out there. So Nas, Jay, Big, of course Kane, Rakim. That's 5 right there, right? LL,
left out.
Pac.
okay, because I was about to say, go ahead.
You gonna get your number 6 spot?
No, this is not order. This is not in any order.
No, this is not in order.
Well, Tupac is not in Hungry HD's top 5, y'all.
It's hard, man. It's rough. Like it's
Nas,
hard, man.
Nas, Hov,
We at
Kane.
7. We at 7.
Who's the 7th? I missed that one.
Pac was the 7.
Okay.
Yeah, Pac was 7. So 3 more, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to include? Give us somebody from the 2000s that makes your top 10. I was gonna say you want to include Ice Cube.
Yeah, Cube probably got to go in there. Cube. I got 2 more, right? See, there's a bunch of names that's going through my mind, but I'm trying to be super selective.
What about Eminem?
No.
No? Ooh, we're gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
You got Eminem in your top 10, Sunshine?
You give Eminem one topic to talk about and he could spit it.
Oh my gosh.
He's a Oh,
maybe
what about Buster? You didn't say Buster, no.
He's not top 10. Come on, Sunshine.
Okay. Maybe I only got 8. No, I don't know. It's maybe a revelation for me. I
need you to throw a 2000s rapper in there. 50 Cent, Lil Wayne.
How though? No way. No way.
Thank you. Your cousin even said Shady is the best rapper alive.
Who they say?
Look at here. If y'all give Eminem, and Eminem can switch up, come with a rhyme real quick, the bars, everything. Like, he murders people. It's just
I'll acknowledge one thing. I'll acknowledge one thing and one thing only. There would be no Detroit rap without M, but he is not top 10 material.
He's not. I'm gonna tell you. So here's the thing, and this is why I omitted a lot of different names, because for me, when we talk about top 10, they gotta encompass a lot. Like that. That's like the total package, right? So like M, don't get me wrong, M is like one of the best spitters ever. That's a fact. But when we talking about like complete projects and substance and even range, you know what I'm saying, subject range, all of these things, I feel like he lacks to a certain extent. Like it's only, especially nowadays, like I haven't liked the Eminem project in a very long time. And not to say that he can't still rap, because he can, but the subject, the content matter just doesn't like pull me in at all. I can't relate to it. Like, and it's probably because our backgrounds, he's not from where we from necessarily. I mean, not to say he's clearly from poor beginnings and he had it rough, but it's just different lifestyles and backgrounds. So he raps a lot about just bugged out things and crazy things. It's either that or it's like, killing his daughter, mom. Like he just be bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he don't do that so much anymore because obviously he went through his drug issues and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just I can't put him on a level as somebody like Nas who really talk that talk. And it's like from day one. And it's like you could debate about Nas albums and people always talk about Nas selection. No, I just mean in general, because people always like
your number one, right?
Selection and stuff like that.
Nas is my number one.
It's not in order, but I said him number one. Just only because you know why? Because
I don't even include Nas in my rankings. He set aside.
Nas is way over Jay. Nas killed Jay. Nas
I don't know
murdered
if I say
him.
way over, but
He's
I
over.
do rank Nas higher than Jay, but I don't know if I say, if you tell me Jay, I can't really argue with you. You know what I'm saying? But
You rolling
Nas
with the
made
Takeover or Ether?
Nas
Ether all day
killed
long.
Jay.
It's not even
Hey,
close.
Takeover
Yeah,
gets
it's
slept
not even
on.
close. Nah, Takeover's hard, but Ether was just different. That was
Yeah.
different. Like that.
Oh yeah, when he came after Nas's daughter, he murdered him. He said, "What you're not gonna do is talk about my sleep." He murdered him.
Yeah, he killed him. And the fact of the matter is, Illmatic is not just it's the best rap album to me of all time, but it's one of the best albums, period, of all time. Like, that thing is flawless, like from front to back. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you compare, like, and everybody compare those first, Reasonable Doubt, Ready to Die, Illmatic to me is like head and shoulders above both of those albums. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I put Nas where I put him.
Oh, your cousin said we forgot Scarface.
Not top 10 though. See, it's the problem too, and I'm glad he said that, because it's a lot of names I omitted just because, again, I got to look at body of work and longevity, because Pun came to mind, but Pun only had 2 albums, and it's like we didn't really get to see full Pun. Big L, somebody I love. Harlem, of course. Big L didn't have a shot to really do what he was supposed
If
to
L continue his life, he would definitely be top.
Oh my goodness.
4 or 5.
Beast.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Big L was a beast.
And even like Andre 3000 is crazy, but we don't have a long body of we have Outkast, but we don't have solo Dre. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of thing. And that's why it's hard for me. I think, like, if I could make, my last 2 groups or something, maybe I would put Wu-Tang in there, and then
I was gonna say that. Woo!
you know what I'm saying? Them, and probably Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to do, only because I respect Run DMC so much for the foundation they laid, but still, like, it's still an elevation in errors and skill level too.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I love Mobb Deep. And it was sad when Prodigy and them, had
definitely.
to say rest in peace. But
somebody else too.
Hip hop, that would get me amped every single time.
Oh no, that's hard. That was hard. Well, like, which AZ is tough.
Nas brought him back for Full Circle. He brought the whole firm biz. I was like,
never understand how the firm felt.
Yo, I was like, welcome back, baby.
But now he talked about that recently. He said, like, I think, it was a lot of, again, industry politics that, that made that group not work and made that album not come out the way they wanted.
I'm happy you said that, because I wanted to make a statement when we was talking about the industry earlier. One of the most shocking things that I heard this year, but makes sense, is somebody was talking about when they went to this meeting with P. Diddy and all of his legion of people who run Puff and take Biggie's albums and benefit off of it and all that. Mm-hmm. But as he was in there, he was like, hey, y'all listen, when it comes to talent, F all of that. Don't bring no talent in here. We want losers, people that can't do nothing. Why? So we can control them. We're going to give them the music. We're going to tell them what to do. We're going to direct it. We're going to control every single thing. This is us. And you was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, man. Like, this ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, the closer you get to
industry,
the game and the workings, and you meet certain people, come across and see how things really move, you find out, like, a lot of things, aren't with what they seem. And I can't even say that even surprised me, because I already was kind of, you know what I'm saying, wary of that, you know what I mean? And kind of already,
yeah, and we can talk about that. We got mumble rap, we got emo rap, we got all the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, you get that kind of stuff, and you don't get the things that we used to get, which is like a variety of content, which is things that are,
because they like, nah, y'all too controlling. Right. Y'all think y'all got it all figured out, all that talent, and that's why we got underground.
yeah, and that's what it is.
You back to selling them out you back to selling it yourself. iTunes, Amazon. Put it on DistroKid and let it make it work for you.
Yeah. And there's even a few people like I don't know if y'all aware of RJ Payne and Shooter. I think Shooter 93 is his thing on Instagram, but they actually don't even put their music on streaming services. Like they sell their music directly. Like you DM them or hit them, Cash App them or however, and they send you a link for the project. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, yeah, so it's like, because even on streaming services, they pay you literally pennies, you know what I'm saying, on a dollar, you know what I'm saying, for each stream. So it's like, you know, even that is crazy, you know, when it all comes down to it, you know, but what are you gonna do? Like if you're an artist that's been trying to get out there and get heard, kind of like, yeah, you don't feel like you have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like these two dudes I name have substantial followers, you know what I'm saying? So they could kind of maneuver and do that when you don't have the
That's like
followers.
one of the best marketing strategies I heard all year. I'm actually about to go to IG and look them up right now. You said Shooter 93?
Yeah, Shooter 93 and the
That's
other one
dope.
is
Like you put out good promo, you get the streets looking. Hey, here go the preview of the video that's dropping, the album coming soon. You Cash App us this, you get it on the early. You get it.
That's a fact.
Early. We take care of it.
That's a fact.
You don't gotta wait.
That's a fact.
That is real. And it's Shooter 93 G's up.
I think it's just, let me look now.
It says no strings among us. It's red. You'll find it.
Because I follow him. So let me see.
And he got his followers up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I just shooter with an A. SHOOTA 93.
You put an ER, didn't you, Sunshine?
I did. I'm proper at times. I can't help it. I'm a paralegal by forever.
No, that's all good.
90.
You know what?
You been watching anything? You do TV?
I'm not a big TV dude, but I do rock with the Mandalorian heavy, so that's back now. So
I'm so happy it's back.
Done got her hype.
Yeah. Actually, as soon as we finish this, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be going to.
How far did y'all make it? Don't ruin it for me.
That's a fact. No. It just came out. They coming out every Friday. So the first
doing one episode at a time. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They kind of like really brought that back. They made that popular again. They started doing that with the first season. They dropped one every Friday. So yeah, second season is back. So I'm into that. But other than that, man, I don't really watch TV. Like I'm into the MCU heavy though. So it's like, of course, when those shows start coming out on Disney, I'm gonna watch those too. But outside of that, yeah.
Are you big in sports?
Not as much as I used to be. I found myself between working, you know what I'm saying, so much, and then also just kind of, I don't know, you want to call it woke, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of, with the NFL, once the Kaepernick shit happened, I like almost instantly stopped watching football. Like I've probably seen one game every season since then, you know what I'm saying? And not that, I mean, obviously basketball is much better, but I guess that's probably a big part because my team are the Knicks, so I kind of have no reason to really watch basketball every year because they so fucking trash.
So was you happy to see LeBron win then?
Nah, not really. But what I will say is I'm a huge Kobe fan, so I was happy for LA, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For that to
go the down. NBA came back on a little Black Lives Matter movement. You woke.
Yeah.
Was you impressed? How you feel?
No. You know what? I don't even have that much of it. I don't say that much. I don't have an issue at all with the NBA when that comes to, because I feel like the NBA handles it pretty well. And I feel like they're usually pretty good about that. They let the players express themselves, and it's not like the NFL. The NFL is really on some real like plantation shit a lot of times. So it's like I kind of, it just throws me off. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, too, the Kaepernick shit hit harder for me a little different because I'm actually a 49ers fan. So I was like, yeah, nah, it can't be doing my guy like this. You know what I'm saying? Especially since what was going on with that season, the coaching changes, and then, you know what I'm saying? They just put him in a position to really set him up for failure, I should say. But with basketball, I think it's more so just a Knicks thing. I think it's because the Knicks are so bad, I just don't watch that much. And then the most interesting games usually come on, like, those are usually the West Coast games. Those are like 10:30. I'm not watching basketball till 12-1 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too busy working on what I'm working on. So I think that's kind of what it be for me. Yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks used to be good when they had Starks. Yeah.
When is
So
used
long. Once
Oh,
upon a time.
72?
Yeah, when hip hop was good. That's when the Knicks was good.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Yes,
Facts.
yes.
Facts. Forever ago. It'll turn around at some point, man. I guess my only
Well, if they cheat,
some ray of hope is the Yankees, and even they've been fumbling the bag the past few years. So
They shit the
I
bed
don't know.
last month.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So where do you see yourself next year?
That's a great question. I think I see myself with another project out. See myself
That's what I was going to ask. My only request. We're
with
going to get the next project on the way. Let's go.
I see myself taking this clothing line and this cheesecake business to a whole nother level as well. And if I have it my way, I'll be doing those things full time. That'll be the full time grind, between those three things.
And then go to links. Get y'all
Now,
cheesecake, get y'all some gear,
Yeah,
and
we have
music.
that. But can they hit you up any other way besides these 3 links?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Like I got a Facebook page, but I'm never on there. It's just like the social media, it become like too much. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I've never been super big on it. Only reason I do it is because of what I do, and I understand the importance of attracting people and the audience it could bring. So that's why I mean, Instagram was a thing that was just easiest for me, and it's just picture you keep it moving. I feel like Facebook people like long rants, pour their life out. Like I don't really want to. I'm not really here for this. Like
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm not with the whole spilling my personal life onto a Facebook post or any social media platform. To be honest, so
You're right.
like Instagram was the thing that was like the cleanest at that time for me. So I just gravitated towards that. But yeah, there you go. What you see is how you can get at me more or less.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I thank you for coming on with us. We're going to ride out with the last song, which I love. That's on your album that just was released October of this year. Cop It.
Absolutely.
Cop It. He's on every platform, iTunes, Spotify, Apple, right? Google Play, all that, right?
That's a fact.
So,
That's a fact. Pandora, all that.
let's go.
All
Ron,
that.
take us out with it. And thank you, Hungry HT.
Before we wrap it up, did
Thank you.
we ask you what's your favorite tracks off of the album besides Nobody Smiling?
Nah, you didn't.
What's your top? What's your baby? What's your special one on here?
We
It's
always
hard to
gotta
name
pick
one. Yeah, like the one is always difficult. A song I really, really like, which is like probably off the beaten path, but White Sheets is like my favorite joint. I don't know why, well, I know why, but it's just funny because me and my homeboy always went back and forth about that song, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know if that should go on a project," and I was like, "Yo, you wild," and like, and he just, I don't know, there's something about it that he just felt like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's controversial. I don't know, but which I can understand that, but at the same time, I just think that song is just real raw. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably why I do like it, because of the angle I took on it. And it's one of those songs where I feel like there's a lot of layers to it, double entendres, different meanings, and you know what I'm saying? I guess that's probably why I really like, because I like the bars that I write or the songs where I leave little nuggets there for you to find, you know what I'm saying, on your own. I don't spell it out for you. And that's probably one of those songs. But I love Time too. Time is like, I love that song as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough.
I love This Is My Everything. Between that and Star Angel.
No, well, yeah. I call it Time because that's what the acronym. This is my everything. But
okay.
Yeah. That's one of my joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Done It Again. That's what I'm saying. It's tough, man. Done It Again, I like a lot.
I love Done It Again as well.
And none of y'all favorites was my favorites. So I'm like, y'all better go get this album and bump it. No.
Yeah. Support. Like and share, and support.
Word, love. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Man. Take us out, Hungry.
It's right here, Star Angel by Hungry HD. Shout out to Corinne Bailey Ray.
You gotta hit the volume, Ron.
Oh, I didn't hit the volume. Play, motherfucker.
So right, man, it's 2020, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Just like an angel off the page, you have appeared to my life. Feel like I'll never be.
I gotta go this flow on them.
Just like a star across my sky. Just like an angel off the star. You have appeared to my life. Feel like I'll never be.
Let's go. What a difference a day makes, cause now it all seems clear. But thinking back a year earlier, I never thought I'd be here. You settled down with who? Go get that out your head. I mean, you feel so amazing, but born about my bread. Plus all over, and again I try, but no longer love could enter here, cause it never comes to intertwine. Now it only seems to interfere. I mean, no disrespect, they told me pimp or die. So if it's life or death, you think I'm choosing yours or mine? It walks you with a change of plan. Something about this here just feels right, and I'm realizing corrected I stand. This is what it's supposed to feel like. Now I'm thinking gear shift and change that lane. Sucker for love, nah, I changed my game. Get you to the altar to share last names. Take you to the jeweler and get that way. But she, without a doubt, she, and I love her style, she, and when she smiles, kinda amazed what a prayer can do. Levels way past physical to send me to. Gotta be something spiritual. Ask for a miracle, he sent me you. You're
just like a star across my sky. Just like an angel. Just like a star. Feel like I'll never be. Just like a star across my sky. Just like an angel. Just like a star. Feel like I'll never be.
just like a star. You wanna think you in control, but ain't no hiding when the time do. And when you start acting brand new, love is quick to remind you. It's kinda like hide and go seek. It's never too far behind you. And when your heart try to get low, that's when they come and find you. She make your heart start pounding. She sure to see your breath. And them laced about and that sequence dress. Tell them cut the tape. Wait, hold up, stop the press. She the best of both, but you the last one left. They envy us, yeah, shit ain't much fair. You and me together with a dangerous pair. Right by my side, a lady in my eyes. But when it's time to ride, it's never wide, just swear. Yeah, she hard to find us. Her glow is timeless. I mean the way she shines, no exaggeration. I don't know how to explain. You make the sun go away. You put a dime in the shame. You my inspiration. Part of why I go so hard. Man, I swear for God, y'all, she
just like a star across the sky. Just like a rainbow. Just like a star. Feel like I'll never be. Just like a star across the sky. Just like a rainbow. Just like a star. Feel like I'll never be the same. Just like a, just like a,
Hey,
You got crazy one time.
bring that.
I love that song. So
I appreciate
you got
it.
a little singing in you, huh?
Oh man, you know, a little like melodies here and there, like harmonizing.
Okay, okay.
You know.
Aw. Miss Angelic Huffs.
I was gonna say we got
and
to
this is fire.
Oh,
fire.
appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Anything you want to say to your fans out there?
Listen, man, as always, I appreciate y'all. I always, express that because I feel like you need to give people their flowers while they're here. And just so as y'all giving me, I give it back to y'all. I appreciate it, man. I really, really do. Whoever might be watching this who hasn't been, rocking with me so far, tune in, man. Tune in. As you probably heard, I got a lot going on. More that I plan to do. And not just for myself, but for the culture as well. So, let's get it, man. Like, let's get it. Tune in.
All right.
In all platforms, baby. Y'all better
All
stop fucking around.
platforms.
Go cop that. And y'all know the tag at DASPKEZ. Subscribe, like, and share. Hip Hop Fridays.
Have a
Do that.
blessed night and thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all.